I've talked about enjoying your journey rather than just focusing on the outcome. So, enjoying the process of exercising, eating healthy, and working towards that perfect body rather than just focusing on that outcome and getting to that destination. But you may be thinking, well, how do I do that? If you're somebody who just doesn't like exercise at all, who doesn't like eating vegetables, how do I start to enjoy this journey? So I'm going to give you my 3 top tips that you can start to implement and do so then you can start to enjoy that process. So the first one is based on exercise. So again, you may be somebody who just doesn't like exercise at all. So what I want you to do is write down a list of exercises that maybe you've done before and you've kind of thought, this is okay, or write down a list of exercises, workout classes, workout DVDs, types of exercise that you haven't tried yet. And I want you to write down that list, and then I want you to put it into the order of the one that you're most drawn to, and then just start giving these things a go. And hopefully in the process of just trying different things, you'll start to find that you're enjoying trying these different things. Or maybe you're starting to feel like, oh, this isn't so bad. And it becomes more of an adventure rather than a chore to do the same thing every day, or go to the gym every day, or go to the same class every day. You'll start to find that you get that variety, but it also gives you confidence. You're trying something new, and that takes courage, that takes confidence. So then you'll start to develop the more confidence in yourself and more confidence that you can try new things and find an exercise that works for you. The second tip is to do with food. So again, if you're somebody who just doesn't like vegetables, who steers away from anything that is healthy, and you're drawn to all those temptation foods, then you may be thinking to enjoy eating healthy, it's going to be really tough. Or you may just have this preconceived opinion about what healthy eating actually is, and you haven't actually looked into it and haven't actually seen that a lot of meals that are healthy are really tasty as well. So what you're going to do is start to make a list of all your favourite meals. Even if it's pizza, even if it's a burger, even if it's chocolate, I want you to make a list of all your favourite foods that you want to eat every day. And then I want you to start to research healthy alternatives to these meals. And I think you'll be surprised at what you will find, and actually how good healthy alternatives can be. And then you'll start to think, well, actually, I can still be healthy, but still have my favourite foods. Then you can always look at, healthy recipe books, look on the internet for clean recipes, and start to just experiment and have a play. Maybe just add in one element or one meal a day of a new recipe, and see how you get on with trying different foods. So that's the first way to start to get those healthy foods in, is to look at what you're already eating and try and find those healthy alternatives. Try and tweak what you're eating. Maybe your favourite food is pizza. So try and tweak that a little bit. Maybe next time you have pizza, have half a pizza and salad. Or maybe you start to look for different alternatives to pizza, like an egg white base or a cauliflower rice base. You can find different ways to have a healthy pizza. So that's the next tip that I want you to have a think about. So now that you are experimenting with different forms of exercise, and you're having a think about the different kinds of foods you can have and how you can still implement your favourite foods, then I want you to think about, my tip number 3 is that I want you to think about what you're starting to enjoy and what you're really not liking. Maybe even before you start tips 1 and 3, you already know what you hate about the exercise you're doing at the moment, or what you hate about certain exercises. So make a list of those and avoid them. Just don't do them. Then you might be thinking, oh, actually, I've tried that food and that was really good. So I'm going to start to have that a couple more times a week. So it's starting to pay attention to what you're trying and if you like it or if you don't like it. And paying attention to those things that maybe you're not sure and you need to try those things again. Maybe it's an exercise class that you went to and you didn't not enjoy it, but you didn't really enjoy it. So maybe it needs a few more goes to see if you like it or not. And I know it sounds silly, and this tip may seem like, well, that's obvious because I'm trying all these things. I'm obviously going to know what I'm going to like and what I don't like. But sometimes we try these things just to do it, just because I've given you these tips. And we don't actually then implement the main purpose of those first 2 tips, which is to find what we enjoy and how we can start to enjoy our fitness and weight loss journey. So we start to really pay attention to especially what we're not enjoying, and just start to rule it out. Rule it out of your regime. Rule it out of what you want on your journey. And start to find the things that really work for you. And that is the only way that you are going to start to enjoy the journey and start to really get some great long-lasting results. Now, if you're somebody who isn't enjoying any of it, it may take a little bit more work. And that's what this process is all about. People are always looking for a really, really quick fix. And that's why we start to do anything and everything that's going. And then we start to not enjoy it because it's not something that's in alignment with what we enjoy. So I really want you to take these 3 tips and start to do them. Start to really figure out what exercise you like to do, what foods you can implement that are healthier versions of the current food that you're eating, and start to find what will work for you and your journey, what's going to help you to enjoy your journey a little bit more, even if you're not loving it completely. If it's something that you're just improving so you can maintain it for longer, that is a great thing. So start to have a play around, start to have a feel of what you like and what you don't like, and be honest with yourself and start to really rule out those things that you just don't want to do, because there's no point if you're not enjoying it. So I hope that helps. Please drop me a message if you are struggling with this, or if you need some ideas, or if you just want to have a chat about what you think may work for you or not. Or you can start to come onto some of my online programs and try some of the workouts that we've got in the online hub. There's 800 workouts so you can have a play around with in the comfort of your own home without even leaving the house and going to a class. So maybe you want to try yoga and you want to do that before going to an actual yoga class. Then online workouts are the perfect opportunity to do that. So reach out to me if you want to try a 21-day program, or if you just want to become an online client and start trying lots of different things in the online hub. I hope that helps, and have fun.